following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Tonight on Live at 4, sunny skies and ideal spring weather right now, but in less than 12 hours that could all change. Storm Team 3's Emily Manley will tell us what we can expect in her forecast ahead.
Local high schoolers got a look at what the consequences of drunk driving can have at the 26th annual mock DUI demonstration. We'll have a full look at the event ahead.
And a lively discussion between superintendents in the state of Illinois concerning the lack of state funding. What message they want to give to the Capitol is coming up. Live at 4 starts right now.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
A third person is in jail after Macomb police made another arrest in their ongoing Operation Ice Melt. Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4.
31-year-old Macomb resident Billy Hammond was arrested Monday at his home. A press release from Macomb Police Chief Kurt Barker says MPD arrested Hammond at his home on a McDonough County warrant for unlawful delivery of methamphetamine. During a search, police say they found meth and a digital scale. Hammond is charged with possession of methamphetamine under 5 grams and possession of drug paraphernalia. This arrest was part of a joint effort between the McDonough County Drug Unit and several other local agencies.
Moving on, nearly 400 superintendents are set to make their voices heard through a grassroots initiative aimed at the state's General Assembly. It's called Pass Illinois Budget, and 390 state superintendents, including Macomb District 185's Patrick Toomey, used multiple resources to get their message out. It's a message that they want the Capitol to hear loud and clear.
We have got to get to a place where people in this state know that we have a budget, know the bills are going to be paid, know what they can plan for the future. And as school districts, we take the approach that there is no more important thing we do in this state than educate the children.
The group of superintendents represented a combined 1.3 million students within Illinois. According to Toomey, the Macomb School District is currently owed $1.2 million from the state. Then after the discussion of the budget, students got the opportunity to show off some cool technology from class. Students from Mrs. Linda Wilson's 7th grade science class at Macomb Junior High touted their drag and drop programming robots in front of the school board last night. Mrs. Wilson says that the importance of keeping education interesting for the children is one of her top priorities.
I think to spark that desire to learn more and to spark that interest in science is really a big part of my job. Not just to learn basic facts, but to get students interested and see something new. Something with technology is always of interest to students.
Students are responsible for coding and programming the robots. Wilson says it's a good way to teach the children how to learn the basic elements of programming.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving says 2 in 3 people will be involved in a drunk driving crash in their lifetime. Local high school students witnessed what it's like firsthand during a demonstration on Monday.
Is everyone okay?
This year's mock DUI demonstration in Q-Lot was hosted by the Western Illinois University Office of Public Safety as well as the WIU Emergency Medical Services. This was the 26th annual event. The presentation shows the results of an alcohol-related car crash as well as how local emergency agencies could respond. For viewers, the mock scene can appear very real.
I also thought it was really interesting that at first I think some people thought it was a little funny, like here they're seeing this mock DUI accident, and then they put a blanket over one of the students' bodies, which indicates that student was dead. And people got pretty quiet and sober when you see the potential reality.
Other local agencies assisted in the event, including Illinois State Police, the McDonough County Coroner, Macomb PD, and the McDonough County Sheriff's Office. In addition to the local high schools or high school student, many WIU students stopped by to watch. And after the mock DUI, students got the chance to go inside Western Hall for the Public Safety Expo. That's
right. The purpose of the expo is to discuss different ways that students and residents of Macomb can continue to make their community safer. With more, here's News 3's Dominic Nardi.
The Macomb Safety Expo is an event that provides WIU students and faculty with a chance to learn more about the resources that protect their community, as well as participate in a variety of public safety activities.
It's not just, it's really for anybody on campus. I hope that these things I think they're going to be doing in the future more. It really is a great way to learn about your resources.
Activities at the fair included target practice, shoot or don't shoot scenarios, drunk driving simulations, as well as rescue techniques. The expo also included many demonstrations by the K-9 units.
Especially see some things that you don't see, like K-9 units, and there's a lot of different things here to kind of experience, every kind of different department really.
For the officers who volunteer at the expo, they get a chance to show everyone just how many different variables go into making some of the most important decisions when facing danger in the field.
Which you engaged her back, I think she got a shot off. Yeah. So, but we always stay in a fight. We always train our officers to stay in a fight, no matter if you're injured or shot or not shot at all. Just stay in the fight and keep going.
The Public Safety Expo will continue to be an annual event to help keep WIU informed and safe. I'm Dominic Nardi for News 3.
First responders are giving students and Macomb residents a chance to hang out with the fire trucks, but they don't get to sit in the passenger seat. This Sunday at 3 p.m., the Macomb Police and Fire Department are hosting a fire truck pull to raise money for the Special Olympics. The event will take place just outside of the Fryer House on Jackson Street. Co-ed teams and male teams can have up to 5 participants, and female teams can have up to 8. Participants will receive a t-shirt, and the winning team gets a trophy. The entry fee is $150 per team.
WIU's annual Volunteer Week is getting students and community members out and about this week to give back.
I feel like people could definitely get more involved, and I feel like people don't know as much about volunteering, and this is kind of a way to get the idea of volunteering out there, just to be like, hey, there's all kinds of things that you can do, like right here in Macomb.
And there are tons of opportunities to get out and volunteer in the WIU and Macomb communities this week. Some of those opportunities include helping senior citizens at Wesley Village or cleaning up campus. Times and dates can be listed right there on your screen.
Still to come on Live at 4, a police chase ends at the St. Louis airport, causing a car crash and multiple injuries. We have updates on the aftermath and what caused the chase.
And later, the discussions on Spring Lake continue at Macomb City Council. We'll give you the update on funding for the park later on. But first, Jason Chauvin is in with a preview in sports. Jason.
Thanks, Redrick. Coming up, the Western Illinois softball team, they were in doubleheader action over the weekend on Saturday, but that game took a back seat first to Reed Brewer, who was honored before the game. We'll show you how that all unfolded coming up later on in sports. But first, Storm Team 3's Emily Manley has a look at the forecast. Emily?
That's right. It was a beautiful weekend here in the Macomb area. There are some storms on the way. Current look at the temperature outside right now, 76 degrees. Winds pretty brisky. I'm going to have more on that coming up later here on Live at 4.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 is back in a moment.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a Leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back. A 16-year-old suspect leading up police on a chase crashed into a car at the St. Louis airport, injuring a child. It began when an officer saw the suspect commit a moving violation on a highway. After learning the vehicle he was driving had been stolen in an armed carjacking, the officer gave chase. The driver then exited the highway at an airport and hit a car. One child inside that car was rushed to the hospital. Police arrested the driver and his two 15-year-old passengers. They also found a gun in the SUV. Now, the investigation shut down the airport road for 90 minutes, making it difficult for some passengers to reach their flights.
Back here in Macomb, two organizations have brought the attention of suicide to Macomb and WIU community. Sigma Lambda Gamma Sorority and Lambda Theta Pi Fraternity hosted their first annual Suicide Awareness Prevention Walk. Organizers held a walk around Hanson Field along with performances by speakers, cultural explorations, and a dance team. Sorority member Samantha Spooner says one of the purposes of the event is to voice for those who do not have one.
We have new information from City Hall. Capital improvements at Spring Lake Park are on track to be finalized. We go there now. Spring Lake is passed at next week's City Council. The camp will be able to add a few new amenities. Spring Lake will have 20 full hookup campsites and 4 to 5 extra water spigots. News 3 will bring you the outcome of all that later on this week.
Environmental issues continue to be important to Americans. Earth Day is a celebration educating people on conservation. News 3's Jennifer Holloman tells us about the Earth Day celebration in Macomb over the weekend.
Earth Fest took place over the weekend in Chandler Park. WIU students in the community were all gathered around in the park enjoying Mother Nature.
Earth Fest is an annual event bringing community members together to learn how to protect and save our Earth while enjoying the beautiful weather outside.
There were kites flying high in the sky and some animal friends that came to visit. Earth Fest promotes environmental awareness and protection. This event featured live music, fun activities, and games. Earth Fest also gave local vendors in the Macomb community a chance to join in on the fun.
Our role this year was trying to involve not only our college, but the community as well. And so we tried to pull in, we had the Macomb Food Co-op, we had the pet shelters around town just to have that community feel.
Students like Raquel Loud understands the importance of teaching people in the community about taking better care of the earth.
We have information about sustainability, about being eco-friendly and having, the proper tools it takes to be eco-friendly. But when you get out here, it's like a hands-on thing.
For News 3, I'm Jennifer Holloman.
Earth Fest encourages people to reduce, reuse, and recycle to keep the earth clean.
Well, still to come, severe storms are possible later on tonight. Storm Team 3's Emily Manley is in the Weather Center next with a look at the chance of severe weather. We'll be right back on Live at 4.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about News 3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News 3 has really taught me to believe in myself and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Emily Manley.
And welcome back here to Live at 4. Beautiful skies outside today. Some clouds in the area. I'm going to take a step out of the shot here and look at that beautiful courthouse in downtown Macomb. Current temperature 56 degrees, winds about 21 miles an hour, and that's because of a front that's sitting here on the map. You can see it's to the west of us right now. It's almost into Kansas City, and that's what's going to bring severe storms in for this evening. That low pressure system that's going to move into the area. This is our current radar for Macomb and the Midwest tracker. You can see that there's not anything here just yet. There are a few spotty showers that came through earlier today, so that means there was some sprinkles going on this morning. Nothing that really took too much accumulation, because there was too much air in the atmosphere. Moving into tomorrow, this is the severe weather tracker that I wanted to put up so you all could see. We're kind of sitting in that moderate to severe weather, severe tracker, and that is because that air that's going to move through in that pressure system, we're really not sure what it's going to cause yet. This is the almanac for today, already April 25th. Today, 76 degrees. We're pretty much average for this time of year. Our days keep getting longer and longer, and the sun just makes it even better. These are the temperatures around the Macomb area. 76 in Macomb, 79 in Beardstown, and 75 in Quincy. This is moving into tomorrow, that pressure system that I was talking about that's going to move into the area. You can see by tomorrow at noon, it's going to be sitting right on top of us, and it's going to cause some severe weather. Most likely thunderstorms. We don't have to talk about tornadoes or anything like that. Once that front moves through, though, we are going to see some cloud coverage on Thursday, but there is no rain in the forecast for Thursday afternoon. These are the temperatures for this evening. 59 here in Macomb, 62 in Springfield, and 62 in Peoria. Moving into tomorrow, another beautiful day. Once those storms get through, it does cool down just a tad because of that pressure system. 69 here in Macomb and 70 in Beardstown. Moving into tomorrow night, it gets a little bit cooler because of that pressure system. 40 here in Macomb and 45 in Springfield. This is how much rain we are expected to get within the next 7 days. We have a chance between 5 to 6 inches of rain. That's how much rain we are talking about for the next 24 hours because there's not too much rain in the area. You can see, like right here, we are sitting in that red to orange area. Like I said, 5 to 6 inches. But for tonight, 59 degrees, thunderstorms likely. Winds will be about the same because that front's going to be moving in. Moving into tomorrow, 69 degrees and thunderstorms for tomorrow. Here is my 5-day outlook for the Storm Team 3 Weather Center. 69 tomorrow, like I said. Then that rain starts to move out tomorrow evening. And on Thursday, few clouds within the area. 60 degrees though, and then we see some rain this weekend again. That's another front that's going to move through. So far, it's not looking severe yet. We'll know more on Thursday, and Devin Biggs will have more information on that. But until then, you know, I think we had a great weekend this past weekend.
I was going to say, I think we've been spoiled with all this great weather that we've had so far, so I guess it's time to catch up with us.
Agreed.
All right, thanks so much, Emily.
And now, Jason Chauvins in sports.
Thanks, Nick. I'll tell you, the athletes definitely enjoyed the weather this past weekend. Coming up next, the Macomb High Bomber girls soccer team. They took the field at home against Fort Madison High School, looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. We'll recap the matchup coming up. And how about the Western Illinois football team? They were back on the football field this weekend for their spring game. Offense versus defense. We have highlights coming up right after this, right here on Live at 4.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about News 3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. News 3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Back to Live at 4. The Western Illinois softball team was in action this weekend against North Dakota State at home over the weekend, but softball, that took a back seat. Before the first game of the doubleheader, Reed Brewer, the local boy battling neuroblastoma, he was in attendance and he was given MVP-like treatment by the softball team. He was welcomed by all the coaches and players, and he was able to throw out the first pitch of the game. And right here, he gets a high five from none other than Rocky. Now, how about to the softball team who split the first two games of the series against the Bison? WIU looking to continue their streak of winning every conference series this season. The Leathernecks were trying to win their 5th straight Summit League series in the rubber game against NDSU on Senior Day. Bottom of the second inning, Haley Dua gets the scoring underway with a 2-run bomb to left, her 4th of the year, as she rounds the bases and meets her teammates at home plate. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Kelsey Marlowe, she flies out here, but a smart and heads-up play by Rachel Beatty as she tags up, and the Leathernecks make it 3-0. Now it's 3-2 Leathernecks in the bottom of the 5th. Holly Holting rolls a grounder to shortstop, but she throws it away at first, allowing Nina Maggio to score, making it 4-2 Leatherneck lead. The Bison with their backs against the wall. Madison Camacho, she punches a single to left center, and that one ties the game up at 4 apiece in the top of the 7th. The game would go into extra innings, and in the top of the 8th with 2 outs, Montana DeCamp, she flares a single to left center, bringing around the go-ahead run, and the Bison would win the game with the deciding hit right there. Game 3, 5-4. The Leathernecks drop their first Summit League series, falling to the Bison. They take the diamond next tonight at Iowa City against the Hawkeyes. Now let's head over to the gridiron as the Western Illinois football team, they took the field for their spring game this past Friday. The Leathernecks players shaking their hands with the alumni before the game right here. Sean McGuire finds Jalen Acklin open for the nice gain before he gets pushed out of bounds on the same drive. Max Norris here takes the handoff before being tripped up by Xavier Rowe. On the other side now, Connor Sampson, he finds a crossing Cameron Clemens for the short pickup. Same drive here, Sampson swings it out to Devon Sanders, and he finds a lane, and before he gets pushed out of bounds, Sampson, he's under center again here, but the ball gets lost, and Zach Gleason, he picks it up, and he would take it all the way to the house. The defense with the points right there. Offense led it 22-18 at half. And how about some love for the running game here as Victavius Johnson finds a hole and he gets to the outside for the big gain for the offense. Sampson here, he takes the snap and he finds Acklin, who finds a lane and makes a few defenders miss for a nice gain. Sampson showing off the cannon here. He finds Trey Cervantes for the 57-yard pickup. And how about we finish off the drive and Sampson rolling out. He finds Chris Age in the back of the end zone to give the offense some more points. Offense trying to get some more, though. They want to try and tack it on. Sampson connects with the tight end right here, Tyler Mankey, but he gets brought down hard by the defense, and the defense would come up big in the spring game, winning against the offense 41-29. Connor Sampson threw for 221 yards and a touchdown on 16 of 24 passing. And Western opens up the 2017 season on August 31st at Tennessee Tech. Let's switch to Macomb High now. The Lady Bombers soccer team took the field yesterday at home against Fort Madison High School. We pick up action right away with Emily Burchett on an early sliding attempt, but no dice right there. 5 minutes in, the Bloodhounds strike first on a breakaway by Kaylee Hudson, knocks it into the right corner of the net. 1-0 is the score. What a tough play right here for Desire Klein, but she's still able to send it into the back of the net. 13 minutes into the contest, Fort Madison out to a 2-0 advantage. Macomb with a good scoring chance here. The goalie slips, but the shot misses wide to the left. Megan Jackson here with a bullet shot at the keeper, but it's saved. Penalty kick for Erica Dawson, and it's a scramble for the ball afterwards, but Fort Madison picks up the hard-earned save. Jackson here coming up, she tries to bend it, but it bounces off the right post, and it's no good for Macomb High. The Bloodhounds would get the best of the Bombers 5-2. The Lady Bombers are in action again tomorrow night against Lanphier High School. Earlier, News 3 reported that the Olympic Conference was in talks of reforming and that a special football district in West Central Illinois was in the works. Macomb High School Superintendent Dr. Patrick Toomey gave an update at the Board of Education meeting last night that the talks have stalled.
We have to take a step back and kind of go back to the drawing board, and I'm hopeful that we can create an environment where just the superintendents can step into a room and have that conversation, because from my perspective, I believe it's what's best for the school district, and so I have a responsibility, I think, to push that agenda forward.
Macomb High is currently the only in the West Central Conference, which only has 3 remaining football members to make it tougher to fill out a 9-game regular season schedule. That's all for sports. Final word is next.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Lebanon.
Think purple, think success, think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it's just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories, but yet you just get such a real-life experience here at News 3.
We will end our show today with a good story out of Macomb. On this past sunny Saturday, Western Illinois University's new organization, Fighting MS Club, held a 5K to raise awareness and money for multiple sclerosis.
Western is the first school to start an organization in the state for fundraising of MS. The race raised more than $4,000.
Just a great cause there, and it was nice to see some of our own out there being a part of that as well, and it was a great weekend.
It's a great weekend.
I know. I just can't complain about the weather, but just be prepared because tonight there is going to be some severe storms, so just make sure that you stay tuned to our Facebook page.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. That's all for us today. But make sure you follow us or see us tomorrow morning at 9 for Local Sports Focus.
That's right, and you can follow us online all the time. Stay up to date with us and search News3, WIU.com.
From all of us here at News 3, have a good night, Macomb.